Hi everybody, it's McDonald here. Thank you very much for joining us for today's equity markets update. Just a reminder that it is Memorial Day in the US. Happy Memorial Day for everybody who is celebrating that day today. And please bear in mind the markets will be closed for most of the day. There is a few hours of trading, but there's also likely to be very low liquidity. So just please bear that in mind for anybody looking to trade the Monday, and markets will be resuming as usual on Tuesday. Now, I don't have as much to say today simply because things haven't changed that much from last week. So last week we had the small candle in the buy zone. I was looking for a break up through it. We actually broke down first and then completely rejected that and have come back up, and now looking for price to continue on upward from here. So ultimately looking for a break up through those highs of the last 2 weeks, which is a very, very similar high. So the high here was 839.10 and we've got 838.90. So within 2 ticks is the highs of the last 2 weeks. We're looking for a break up through that this week and then a continuation onwards. So this is looking strong for a move to the upside. We'll go and reinforce that by looking at some of the other cash indices. Looking at the monthly chart though, still pushing on strongly. We had a decent sell-off. We didn't pull all the way back to the averages, but we've broken up through the highs. We've held those highs. We've had a bit of a pullback. It didn't pull back to the buy zone on the monthly chart, but that's simply because we've pulled right back into this moving average buy zone on the weekly chart, and it is looking really strong from here for a continuation to the upside and a break back up through those previous highs. Looking at the daily chart, we broke down through those lows, but we completely rejected them almost immediately. We broke down, held for one day, then they got this absolute rejection of those lows with a really big bullish update, really just reinforcing the strength that we have, and I'll be looking for that to continue this week. Let's just see how this compares on some of the cash indices and what they're telling us. The Dow here is not looking as strong in terms of it's not such a strong bullish candle, and that's a little bit like the Russell was last week. The Russell wasn't maybe as bullish a candle as some of the others. So the Dow maybe not quite such a bullish candle, but when we go and look at some of the other ones here, so let's start with the S&P. We can move that candle on. That's the one I was identifying last week. Move the arrow over, because now we've got an even more bullish candle. We've pulled back even further. We've got an even more bullish candle, completely rejecting that the lows, and now looking for a break up through that candle this week. So we can move the line down to there, and a continuation up, and then a break up through these highs. So looking for a good bullish move up through there on the S&P. And then on the NASDAQ, equally just a really strong bullish candle here on the weekly chart, having made higher highs, pulling back in, making higher lows, small bullish candle in the buy zone. A break up through the high of that candle will be a good sign of a move continuing back onto the upside. So coming right back to the Russell here, confirmation of the likely direction this week is, I went back to the Dow, coming right back to the Russell, looking for a break up through these highs, and in fact, having just gone through them all, I think that the Russell actually looks like the strongest of them all this week, could possibly lead the market higher, be the first one to break up through, but it looks the most bullish on the candles here. Looks like it's got some good room to move. I'm looking for a retest and a break up above these previous highs. Whether that happens this week or not will be yet to be seen, but I'm looking for a bullish move over the coming 1 to 3 weeks for a break up, a retest of those highs before another pullback down into the moving averages. Hope that helps everybody. Happy trading, and have a wonderful Memorial Day and a great week's trading after that.